Hello, this is Wendy, and currently I've been struggling with the fact that healthcare, which is not healthcare, it's sick care. So our cost for medical care, let's put it that way, or our costs for holistic health care are nothing short of astronomical. In order for me to get the treatment that I need for the cancer, it's 2-hour therapy in a hyperbaric chamber at the hospital. And for that 2 hours, it's $4,300. That's $4,300. So you break it down into per hour, and it's $2,150 an hour, multiplied by how many times that's used. And of course, I asked how much the doctor's fee was, and part of that is what that's for. The physician's fee is $1,100, so $550 an hour to sign a piece of paper. And apparently, I don't know if it's supposed to be like taking responsibility for the patient being in there or what, because they're not present, and it's a technician that's actually doing the work. But I also know that the medical system is broken beyond repair. It honestly needs to be rebuilt, and the new system of actual healthcare to come back so that people can afford to have health care, so that people can afford treatments that they need, or medications that they need for acute situations, or therapies that they need to help heal, not manage, but heal from chronic sickness or disease, which is completely possible. Your body is a miraculous self-healing body, and God created it to heal itself when given the proper tools. So these kind of things tend to stress me out when I start thinking about them. And then I've got to let it go and realize that we live in a very imperfect, sinful society, of which I am a participant. And God said that in this life you will have trouble. Cheer up, I've overcome the world. So we are commanded to have joy in the chaos. So that's my goal. And I do have an immense amount of joy in so many areas of my life. I am very blessed. And so I just, so I try not to focus, and I don't want to focus on the problems. So cancer, that's a problem. Can I overcome it? Yes, I can. Is it very stressful in the midst of it? Yes, to me it is. But do I have peace in it? Yes, I do. And so I forget sometimes, because I don't want to focus on the challenge, that I need to talk about it, and I need to get it out there, because there are a lot of people who don't have peace in the midst of chaos, and they're feeling hopeless, and they're feeling helpless, neither of which are they. They just don't know it. I have been called to help people find hope, and to show them options for healing the sicknesses that they have, or the emotional trauma, or the physical trauma, or the relationship trauma, all of which I've experienced multiple times for most of my life, not unlike many of you. My goal in life is to help people, to help them to feel better in every area of their life. Then I just need to share what I've got, and that's all I can do. So I'm sharing how I've been feeling lately, which is up and down, emotional roller coaster. because I'm doing a lot of good things, but with new testing comes new pieces of the puzzle that need to be fit together so that I can actually see the real picture. And part of the piece of the puzzle is my gut health, and that a lot of good bacteria got into the small intestines and it's not supposed to be there. So it's eating up my nutrients that I'm taking in, which are a lot. Yet I'm weak, I'm tired, I am sore, my body aches. I get up and from a sitting position and I feel like I'm, 90 years old, because my hips and my back hurt and my joints ache. But I realize that this is from malnutrition, even though I eat really well. I drink really good, healthy, fresh juices with organic produce. And I manage my emotions. I pray. I read my Bible every day. I study the Word every day. I study about deliverance ministry, about revival, about spreading the gospel. I want to know as much as I possibly can about all of these things. And yet, it helps me. It gives me joy. It gives me peace. It's the fruit of the Spirit that's growing inside of me, and it's abundant. Yet I still have this tumor on my face that's growing, and sometimes I can literally see it, that it's grown by the time I wake up in the morning. And so that gets really frustrating, because I've lived a very healthy lifestyle and I've worked hard to be healthy. Yet I've been diagnosed with cancer and Hashimoto's and PCOS, also, allergy problems, food sensitivities. I'm probably naming these off and you're like, check, 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 check. Same here. Which is why I want to do these, because I know that I'm not alone. You're not alone. And I've benefited from other people sharing their stories. And so I wanted to share my story with you. And you can see my sign. It says dream bigger on my window. I have had many people that have, some crying, saying, thank you. I really needed to see that message today. So good. I'm glad. And so other people have done blogs, they've done vlogs, they've done YouTube videos, they've done podcasts, or interviewing other people who've gone through similar things or other health challenges. And I've just been getting bits and pieces of information, good information, and then I learn from it, and then I want to teach it. I want to share it with other people. So that's what I'm going to do. Continue to do what I do and be who I am in the midst of the trials and the struggles. So, even though this little bugger, I don't know if you can see it very good, but this is, it's not a little bugger. It's the same size as my eyeball almost. But this tumor doesn't seem to want to stop. And so I'm progressively figuring out how to get to the root cause of it so that I can eliminate it naturally. Because just because you cut something out doesn't mean that it won't come back. You've got to get to the root cause of these things. Now, I have a tumor on my shoulder. There are multiple ones now, but or there were. I had to wear a cage on my shoulder over this one tumor because it was so big, and if I bumped it, it would just bleed. And so one doctor told me that it was classic nodular melanoma, and it was quite deadly. Yet I showed him the pictures after some topical remedies. I have to be careful with my choice of words because this mad, crazy world, you can get in trouble for speaking the truth. And so I'm cautiously using my words. And so this tumor on my shoulder which was about a ½ inch tall and about the size of a quarter, isn't there anymore. And when the doctor saw that, he said, "You're a walking miracle." And I'm thinking, well, that's true. God created me, and that's miraculous. So amen to that, brother. And he was talking about the fact that that tumor was there. And after some topical natural remedies, it's no longer there. It's flat. It's pink. My skin looks healed. I'm still in the process of working on it. It's been since March 1st of 2022. Well, we are up at our little sanctuary and working on some things, and it really takes my mind off of the my eye thing. It's been bothering me a lot lately as far as itchiness and irritation, eyelashes poking me in the eye, but I pluck them and then that goes away. But I start treatments in about a week on a daily basis, and so I'm really excited about the rapid progression of healing and how things are going to go from there. So in the meantime, on weekends, we come up to our sanctuary and work on our homestead, and it is so peaceful, and I tend to forget all of my cares and troubles and health challenges, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful. God has blessed us with a perfect little property for us, and so we're very grateful. And it again takes my mind off of the cancer and the muscle weakness and the joint pain and all that comes with whatever's going on, whatever else in my body. But tomorrow I get my test back from the CAT scan on my head, and so I'm excited to see where that leads us, and as far as finding more answers, because the tumor on my jaw seems to be irritated and coming back a little bit. So anyway, I'm not worried about it. I know that God's got us, and we're doing our part. I'm doing my part, and He's going to do what we can. So we're feeling really grateful, and hoping everybody else has a blessed day, making the most out of every memory and moment. God bless.